Hey everyone, I'd like to introduce to you Rev Tim Krick from Lutheran World Relief. And could you introduce yourself actually a bit too, and what it is you do?
Yeah, my name is Tim Krick. I am also an ELCA pastor, like Pastor James here. And now I work for Lutheran World Relief. I live up in Dover, New Hampshire, which is where my family moved to from Wisconsin 9 years ago. And what I do now is I have the privilege of traveling around to thank congregations for their generosity, for choosing to share their love, the resources with our neighbors around the world, and doing that through Lutheran World Relief, right? So when you give, I don't believe you're giving to us, you're giving to our neighbors around the world. You are just using us in order to reach those people that you wouldn't be able to reach on your own. You guys are located, here in Marblehead, and so you're strategically located to be active in your community. But how are you active in places like Uganda or South Sudan, Ukraine, Turkey? We're your avenue to do that. So when you give, you're not giving to us, you're giving to them. And so I just get to go around and say, thank you, and let me tell you what your giving is doing.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thanks for being here today. And you just listed off a lot of places that are in the news a lot.
Yeah.
Could you say a word about what is LWR doing in some of those specific places? Just choose a few.
Yeah, and we just got done sitting in Pastor James' office in three areas that I highlighted. One, we're currently active in Lebanon. So we hear about the ongoing war that's happening on a daily basis, and there are 1 million people in Lebanon that have been displaced due to the war. And so we are active there in multiple different ways. One, providing food, water, basic supplies for people, but also a mobile medical clinic or a van that's going out to reach people that have not, whose doctors have either been fled or been killed, or hospitals, clinics have been destroyed. And also, I'm really blanking on it. Oh, mobile issues, mobility issues that aren't able to flee for any number of issues. Maybe they're an older population, they just aren't able to move as they needed to, whether it's wheelchairs, crutches. So you have Lebanon, you have Ecuador, people who have been asylum status rejected from the US or been deported from the US, been sent to Ecuador, but that's not where they're from. So they're not really in any of a better situation than they were. And Ecuador has a large displaced population as well. So it's actually working with both populations, the local displaced population and this other population has been sent. So how do you help them navigate the system to find a job, to find a home, to find those basic necessities that we so often take for granted. And the last thing that we shared, that we talked about, was girls in school in Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
122 million girls. School-age girls globally are not in school. If a family has multiple kids and can only afford to send a portion of them, the boys get to go, right? Girls are faced with tragic consequences: early marriage, prostitution, child labor. So this program is designed to work with local districts and governments to find those girls who are not attending, find out why they're not attending, go out into those communities, and it's really just a straight cash assistance program. The only requirement is the girl has to be in school. Okay. And so they can spend the money on food, whatever it might be. Our first year we had almost 900 participate. Second year, 21, almost 2,200 participate. I'm not sure what those numbers are this year, but I'm sharing with James a couple great videos about the success of that program and what's going on in Lebanon as well. So he'll be able to share clips of those with you guys.
Yes, stay tuned to the end and you'll get to see some real testimonials of because this stuff works. I mean,
yes.
Getting girls in school is like one of the best things for the community and for the thrive, not only of the individual, but the families and everybody altogether.
Yes, yeah, education is the number one way to lift people out of poverty.
Yeah.
Particularly girls.
I gotta say, Lutherans are not context blind. Mm-hmm. We talk about the world that we are in truth-telling terms, and I just want to lay it out there in all honesty. You are doing work in places in the world where the United States government is now doing less than it has ever done before and spending less than it's ever spent before. And what does that mean for your work and for our partnership and community?
Yeah, I would put it this way. I mean, what it means for our work is there are less resources available to do work that is only growing around the world, right? So we're impacted that way, but the most tragic way in which cutting of government funding, USAID or other countries that have followed suit, is it's always the most vulnerable who suffer the most when tragedy strikes. I'm an incredibly privileged person. Doesn't mean bad things can't happen to me, but I have a safety net within me, so if job loss, health issues, whatever it might be, I will be able to manage that. Many people in the world are not. And so when this government funding is cut, this is the thing that really sticks with me. There's been several studies done, but it is estimated 9.3 million people will die due to the cutting of the government funding, with a third of them being under the age of 5. We can disagree on a lot of things in the world. We ought to be able to disagree that that's wrong. That should not happen. I think this is an opportunity for the church to step up into those areas, right? This is why giving from Clifton, giving from Lutheran congregations all over the place is more important than ever, because the work hasn't changed, but there are less resources available.
Mm-hmm. Tim, thank you for sharing that sobering but truth-telling stat and the honesty about the necessity of the moment. I'm hoping that we can find it in our hearts as a congregation and as a community to give and to be a part of fixing that. And if you haven't heard something already today that motivates you, maybe a chance to take a look at firsthand testimony about how this changes lives might do the trick. So,
thank you very much, and thank you, Pastor James. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Tim.
My grandmother and my father and my mother, they die the same day. In the village, you cannot go to schools. Always work on the farm, always on the farm.
If we leave her to the village, her education is done. She will just be dropped out. In the village, no one cares. I'm the one who took her from the village. Things were very difficult by then. I find it difficult to take care of the children.
Last year, I don't come to school because I was having stomach ache. I don't have lunch. When I go home, there is no food.
You are telling them of something. At the same time, they will be thinking of food.
She decided to ask my auntie why she don't send me to school here. My auntie said, I don't have money.
I don't mean to do that, but it's just for our survival, you know. And you came to our aid. And that was so great. That is so great.
I come to school more. 5 days in the week, I come to school.
Pose was the saddest child that we had before. She's now gradually changing.
She's happy every day she's in school. Lunch I've been giving her makes her feel motivated. I see her future so bright. Your support, and I made it possible.
I can go to the university. I want to be a pilot so that I can save my aunt, my uncle, and my grandmom.
More girls are here that are vulnerable, and we pray that this joy will continue to flow to those that are also in need. Thank you very much. We pray that God will give you the strength.